So compromise is there, adaptation is there in the family. Nous prenons un set of values, set of rules to follow in the house. Rules in the house are really different, no? It's very different. Even the set of values are totally very different, right? In houses. Now, we should be treating each member equally with equal respect. Okay, pas veut dire si un démonique grand, we give more respect compared to someone who is younger. Okay. Souvent, des fois, dans la famille asiatique, nous, on ça. Que, okay, you are very young, a child, for example, right? Quand nous faisons decision making in the house, most of us nous pas involve children, which I consider is very wrong. Parce que when we take a decision of the house for the family, ces enfants-là, c'est les part of the family. Why not involve that child also? Malgré, oui, there will be a difference in the thought process of the younger one and the elder one. But si nous donne the right of decision making to a child, that child becomes more responsible. Okay. Donc, souvent des fois, nous faisons ça, les NRA, right? Whether the younger or elder, everyone should be treated equally. And of course, with equal respect, right? Children are meant for ensuring the cultural heritage and legacies of ancestors. They become the pride of the family, the community. So the householder must be able to keep this in mind. Normalement, quand nous bear children, c'est in the grihatha, right? But you know, situation today, even in Simon n'est pas marié, il a envie de bear a child, he or she can do so, right? It's his or her right, but normalement, the aim of marriage in ancient time, the aim of marriage was to bear children, to have children, right? But today, if you consider what is the aim of marriage today, it will be very different. Okay, most of us, not most, but some people nowadays, our aim of marriage is no more to bear children, to have children, right? Plutôt to have a partner. To have a partner for what? To share happiness, to share sorrows and all. To have someone with us in life, so as not to be alone, right? And then, of course, to have children or not, so for some people, this aim of marriage has changed. Mais normalement, nous dire que quand nous marions, nous bâtissons nos enfants parce que we need to continue the legacy, right? Bon, ça c'est of course up to the couple. Usually, some people, they choose not to have children, whether they can bear children or not, but they choose not to have. Okay. There is, since we're talking about children, we have certain debts to pay for, to discharge or to pay for. We have 3 debts normalement: Pitri Rin, Guru Rin, and Dev Rin. Pitri Rin, Pitri say the ancestors, the father, the ancestors, etc., the grandparents and all. Et Nazimun would consider this Pitri Rin, quand nous pay the Pitri Rin, c'est quand nous payons les enfants. Nous pouvons continue the legacy. Okay, so it puts it, ça c'est the definition of Pitri Rin, right? But c'est comment dire, a couple, they cannot have children. Does it mean that they don't pay their debt towards their ancestors? C'est pas ça exactly, right? It's also to continue the tradition of the family in terms of maybe children, okay, ou bien in terms of values. In terms of values, manières, etc. This is betraying. C'est que nos ancestors, pareillement, qui étaient dans le monde, c'est une tradition, one ritual, so there's one ancestors in follow, so they do the same. This is betraying. You're paying the debt that you owe to your ancestors. Ou peut continuer sa tradition qu'il est fait là. Right? This is betraying. So some people consider having children is a way to pay this debt. It can be true. I'm not saying it completely wrong, no, but this is not the only way to pay this debt. We have other ways also, right? Like I told you, adopting children, it's a very good virtue. And the values qui nous apprennent from the ancestors, we always put that into practice. That is also another way of doing it, right? Each member collaborates in worship. There is strong feeling of belonging and solidarity. Ça, c'est man values qui supposé within the family, right? Solidarity, a sense of belonging, that you belong to the family. Par exemple, de nous example, quand nous pas involve a child in decision making, right? Li pena sa sense of belonging, li pas consider qu'il belong to the family. We always try to impose decisions on children. This is what we do usually. And unity, our palsa and our lizard values also in the grihastha ashram, right? Like togetherness, love, respect, maybe compromise. Pour moi, compromise and virtue to practice parce que c'est bien important in the marriage, right? So the set of values are there to be followed. Wife is not only a partner as it is traditionally believed, but she should be treated equally. Nous disons, non, madame, sont ces autres Lakshmi of the house. No? Very nice to say that, but it is meant to be practiced also. When we say Lakshmi, means equal to Vishnu, no? Vishnu and Lakshmi, right? So even the wife should be given the proper respect, equal respect in everything, equality aussi, right? In certain family Asiatic, even in Mauritius, maybe you have relatives like that, no, where women they don't have the right or bien the power to say or bien the right to take a decision to do something for the family or bien initiative to do something for the family. We still have people like this around in our country. It's very true, right? So in the grihastha ashram, we are in this ashram only we can enjoy calm and earth, right? We enjoy earth, vidya, money, wealth, property, etc. And calm. Calm say pleasures, sensual, sexual pleasures. This is to be earned in grihastha ashram and to be enjoyed in grihastha ashram. But you know, things have changed. Today, some students, they work to maybe to pay for their education or for whatever reason, but they are working. And pleasures, even the grihastha, the children of the students of the brahmacharya ashram, they enjoy calm, which they are not supposed to be doing. As per the Brahmacharya Sukta, if you study that in much details, il explique nous que comment a student should be focusing only on studies. No, to diminish energies, right? So these energy should be channeled only to study, right? But if you divide the energies, instead of studying, you are involving in other activities, which is not supposed to be at this age, right? Which is not supposed to be enjoyed at this age. Then the energy is not properly channeled towards education, or bien towards learning, yeah, whatever it is. But we are channeling the energy elsewhere, right? And then only there can be failure in education, in the exams or whatever, right? So at this age, we should be, I mean, in the brahmacharya ashram age, we should be only focusing on studies, right? And artha and calm are to be enjoyed in grihast, but bien sûr, you need to mention in your work that artha is also earned by students nowadays. Family problems, financial problems. So it is that way, no? It is meant to be, it became that way. And don't forget the grihasti, when he earns, he or she earns, they pay tax, they give donation, etc. These are the basic things that qu'il fait, il paye tax, income, à travers income tax, for example, and this money is usually used for infrastructure and all. So quelque part, il peut faire un service to the country by paying the tax, right? Maintenant, of course, pas tout le monde qui paye tax and then salary and then boundary could nous pay tax and all. Well, this is part of the law. That's very different. And as a citizen, a good citizen of the country, a grihasti is supposed to be abiding by the law, right? And the grihasti gives donations as well to temples, etc. So this is something he has to do, he or she has to do, right? So let's continue with this, paying the debts. And grihasti has to pay these debts. Nous endettés envers nos pitri. Pitri, c'est nos ancestors, right? Guru in debt towards the Guru. Guru qui fait parce que the Guru has given us knowledge. No, without that, we can't progress. Whether it is our Guru ou bien Sinuja Vedyas as the Guru, the one who compiled the Vedas, à travers Banla aussi, those sages also that we got the knowledge, right? So we need to revere them. We need to pay our debt towards them. How to do that maintenant? Est-ce que tu les guru, lave sur les pieds, etc. No, that is not the thing to be done. It's all about respecting the person, put into practice what the person has taught us. No guru fail, no? Right? And then Devrin, Dev say God. God has given us everything. So we have a debt. How do we need to pay that debt? Say by doing the proper karmas, right? And to be grateful. For example, we have the sun, we have the air, we have water, we have food. We need to be grateful to him, right? Now, we have also the 5 great sacrifices, which definitely you have to know, you have to write about it. Même si l'ipavine en load comme ça, it's not a problem, right? So Brahma Yagya means, Brahma means God, knowledge, Ved. So the householder has to keep this view in mind and exhaust energy to consolidate them. Quand il était dans Brahmacharya ashram, he learned all these things. But coming in the grihastha ashram, ne pas supposément oublier tout ça là. Everything should still be put into practice. The Brahma Yajna, like studying of scriptures, for example, right? Lire scripture. Souvent, des fois, quand we enter the grihastha ashram, we have so many responsibilities that we don't read. Sorry, we don't read the scriptures, right? We have Deva Yajna as an act of sacrifice. Both husband and wife sacrifice for each other. Bon, Deva Yajna, c'est les capables mean fire sacrifice also. Okay, doing fire sacrifices. That is the way to pray, etc. But also one step ahead is, let's be frank, we can't do fire sacrifices every day in our house, grihatha. Today, in this Kali Yuga, in this modern age, this is very difficult to do. It's next to impossible. Some people can be doing that, right? But next to impossible. We can't do that. I can't do that. But the sacrifice means what? It means sacrifice. Does sacrifice means only I sit and do fire sacrifice? Here you can refer to Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna explains about sacrifice. Sacrifice is not only the fire sacrifice that we do, but sacrifice, yajna, sacrifice also means we sacrifice ourselves for someone else by doing good actions, by doing good things, good actions. Ça, c'est une forme de sacrifice, right? Yes, it comes in the Pitri that we need to get our children married. It comes in the Pitri. But pour moi, my point of view, if you ask me, this is it depends on the set of values of the person, of the tradition of the family, and how the person thinks also, so mindset, right? It is, if we have children, we need to do things for children, right? Parce que c'est my responsibilities that we have, okay? So marrying the children also, the end responsibility, okay? The end responsibility that we need to fulfill. But marrying the children veut dire quoi? C'est to let the children be independent, okay? For moi, personally, my point of view, if I have children, I need to get them married, I'll do that, right? But most important is what? Most important is what? To give education to a child, ou bien to the children. C'est les affaires qui nous capables d'un enfants, d'après moi. Hein? Of course, you can give property, you can give all these things, right? But at the end, property and all, it's not something earned by the child, right? And when he earn something, he value it. So for moi, the most important thing to give a child ou bien our children, c'est the proper education. Si Anjuman in a proper education, let him or her free, li pou ka fè n'importe quoi dans la vie. Right? So if we believe getting our children, getting them married is a responsibility to do, so we do it. Right? Of course, nous vivons dans une société que nous consider it to be a great responsibility. Right? We have been trained like that. But it depends on the set of values again, on the mindset of the person. Then, yes, we have the Deva Yajna I was telling you. So sacrifice can mean working for the welfare of people. Il n'est pas seulement veut dire doing fire sacrifices, right? Pitri Yajna, sorry, Pitri Yajna. This is a way to bring young and elder generation together in a common thread. This connect adds warmth in the family. Charity becomes a way to consolidate values, right? Some consider it a means to perform Shraddh ceremony as well. Quand mon parent, tout ça là, j'ai décidé de faire de Shraddh, non? Et ici, dans du monde, mon cause, tu appelles ça Baramboj, etc., whatever. This is Shraddh en d'autres mots. So this is a way to do it, Pitri Yajna, right? But si un dit moun n'est pas envie de faire Pitri Yajna, est-ce qu'il fait, il pas faire? Donc, the big question with the question marker, right? C'est qui plus important, again, behind every ritual là, we need to understand the use, the importance, the significance of the ritual. No, we can just do the shroud and fini, manna pour gagner heaven. C'est pas exactly ça. It's also about respecting them, following their tradition, following the virtues, values they taught us. Pour moi, c'est plus important qu'il fait un ritual without knowing why we are doing the ritual, right? Bhuta Yagya. Bhuta Yagya, say the family members, they pay attention to the ecosystem, to the flora, to the fauna, hence taking care of the animals, of the plants, right? Of everything. Patriarchy is also to strengthen the family ties. Yes. C'est une écrit ça quelque part là ou bien. Okay. Yes, it is true. Through Pitri Yajna, it is how we strengthen our family ties. Nous amène sa consolidation là, the connection together with each one of the member of the family. So Bhuta Yagya is taking care of the nature of plants, of animals, etc. Je ne remarqué bandadi soit là longtemps comment l'idéal de oiseaux de riz pour manger, etc. This is part of the Bhuta Yagya, right? Atithi Yagya, say the guest hospitality towards the guest, taking care of them, not to be selfish. Panja and guest Jeli Munjia Mupala. Usually people do that, no? So to welcome them, right? So the 5 great sacrifices need to be put into practice in a way or other, right? Bon, quand nous avons tout ça là, il pas veut dire everything should be quand nous goes the Hindu way of life. C'est pas seulement rituals, no? C'est pas seulement rituals that we follow, but it is also about values that we got. Ça le plus important, no, at the end, right? Yes, Atithi Devo Bhava, yeah. You can add that in your work, Atithi Devo Bhava, say to revere the guest as God, right? To take care of them. Kanuja guest, it can be in any form. It can be a priest comes at our home, ou bien une famille, même une bini, or whatever, ou bien children, ou bien students, right? By brahmachari, in any form, right?